All right, so you're thinking about quitting smoking.
That's great.
It's a big decision.
It is.
We've got a ton of resources here to help you navigate this whole journey.
Yeah.
We're talking websites, guides, studies, the whole shebang.
Really a lot.
Yeah. So think of this deep dive as like your personalized roadmap to becoming a non-smoker.
It's fascinating when you think about quitting smoking. It's really so much more than willpower.
Right.
You know, it's about understanding the science,
Yeah.
the sneaky ways triggers work, and really having a solid game plan.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah,
We're going to break down why quitting can feel like such a mountain to climb,
it can.
uncover those strategies that actually work, and even share some surprising facts that might make you go, wait, really?
Yeah, you might be surprised to learn that nicotine
Oh, really?
is often compared to hard drugs,
Oh, wow.
like cocaine or heroin,
Like in terms of
in terms of its addictive power.
Wow.
In fact, some research suggests it might even be more addictive.
more addictive than heroin.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Really puts things in perspective.
That really does put things in perspective.
Yeah.
So how does nicotine actually work? It's magic.
Yeah.
Or I guess it's not so magical. Hold on us.
Well, when you inhale cigarette smoke, nicotine rushes into your bloodstream
Okay.
and reaches your brain in a matter of seconds.
Oh, that's fast.
It triggers the release of dopamine,
Dopamine.
a feel-good chemical.
Okay.
So that initial buzz, the increased heart rate, that feeling of alertness,
Right.
that's your body's response to the nicotine.
So it's like a quick hit of pleasure that keeps you coming back for more.
Exactly.
Right.
But here's the catch. Your body starts to crave
Oh, boy.
that nicotine hit
Right.
to feel normal.
Okay.
That's when dependence sets in.
Gotcha.
And if you don't get your fix,
Uh-oh.
withdrawal symptoms kick in.
Speaking of withdrawal,
Yeah,
the UCSF health material really dives into those symptoms.
it does.
Irritability, anxiety,
Yeah.
trouble concentrating, even messed up sleep.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty rough.
It's true. Those withdrawal symptoms are no joke.
Yeah.
It's like your body is throwing a tantrum.
Oh, man.
But here's the crucial thing to remember. It's temporary.
Oh, good.
Those feelings will pass.
That's good to hear. But let's face it, knowing it's temporary doesn't magically make those cravings disappear.
Right.
So what are some proven ways to actually ditch cigarettes for good?
First and foremost, never underestimate the power of support.
Okay.
Tell your friends and family,
Uh-huh.
find a support group,
Yeah.
or tap into online resources. Having people to cheer you on, celebrate your victories, and offer a listening ear can make all the difference.
And even small changes
Yeah.
can help create a sense of a fresh start.
Absolutely.
There's this great tip in the Nemours Teens Health Guide.
Oh, yeah.
Wash all your clothes
Really?
to get rid of that lingering smoke smell.
I love that.
It's like a symbolic clean break.
Yeah, it's about creating a new environment, too. Set a firm quit date, mark it on your calendar, and make it official.
Love it.
Then get rid of all your cigarettes.
I love them.
No emergency stash allowed.
Wow, that's serious commitment.
It is.
Out of sight, out of mind, right?
Exactly.
But what about those moments when you automatically reach for a cigarette without even thinking?
Yeah.
We talked about triggers earlier.
Right?
Those sneaky cues that can sabotage your efforts.
Let's tackle those head on.
Okay.
Think about your daily routines.
Okay.
When and where do you usually smoke? Maybe it's after meals,
Yeah.
during your commute,
Right?
or when you're out with friends who smoke.
Uh-huh.
These are all classic triggers.
So what can you do?
Right.
Do you have to like become a hermit and avoid all social situations?
Not at all.
Okay, good.
It's about awareness and having a game plan.
Gotcha.
Once you identify your specific triggers,
Yeah.
you can start breaking the link. If you always smoke after dinner, try taking a walk instead.
That's a good idea.
If it's during your commute, maybe listen to an audiobook or a podcast to keep your mind occupied.
I like those ideas.
Yeah,
But what about triggers? Like being around friends who smoke.
that's definitely a common one.
It is a tough one.
Maybe suggest meeting up in smoke-free places,
Okay.
or find new activities you can enjoy together that don't revolve around smoking.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You can also be upfront with your friends about your decision to quit and ask for their support.
Yeah.
Most people are incredibly understanding, especially when they know what you're going through.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But even with the best strategies and a supportive crew, sometimes willpower alone just isn't enough.
Yeah, that's true.
What happens when those cravings are so intense that you feel like you're going to cave?
That's where options like nicotine replacement therapy or NRT and certain medications can be game changers.
Okay, now this is where it gets really interesting.
It does.
Tell us more about these options.
So the sources from the National Cancer Institute and the Mayo Clinic
Okay.
delve into a range of NRTs.
which include things like patches, gum lozenges, even nasal sprays and inhalers.
Wow.
They deliver controlled doses of nicotine
Okay.
to ease those withdrawal symptoms
Yeah.
and help you wean off gradually.
So it's like replacing cigarettes with a less harmful source of nicotine
Exactly.
to manage those cravings.
And it's without all the other harmful chemicals found in cigarettes.
That's right.
Now, some NRTs are available over the counter, while others require a prescription.
Good to know. And the Mayo Clinic source also mentions some prescription medications, right?
Yes.
Okay.
There are non-nicotine options like bupropion and varenicline.
Okay.
These medications actually target specific brain chemistry
Wow.
to reduce those intense cravings and make withdrawal more bearable.
Interesting.
They work by influencing dopamine receptors,
Dopamine.
which play a big role in how we experience pleasure and reward.
Right.
Basically, those things that make nicotine so addictive in the first place.
I see.
Yeah.
Wow. That's incredible.
It is. It's like having an extra layer of support, something to help you navigate those initial hurdles.
Right.
I'm sensing a theme here.
What's that?
It's not about going it alone.
You're absolutely right. And, there are even more resources for finding additional help.
Oh, really? Like what?
Well, the SAMHSA National Helpline, for example, is a free, confidential, 24/7 service that can connect you with treatment facilities, support groups, and a whole network of people dedicated to helping you succeed.
Wow. So it's like having a lifeline you can access anytime, anywhere.
Exactly.
That's fantastic.
It is.
It's really inspiring to see how much support is out there for people who want to quit smoking.
Yeah.
It's clear this is a challenge a lot of people face, and we're not alone in this fight.
You're not at all.
That's great, and it really highlights how seriously we're taking this public health issue.
Absolutely.
Speaking of which, we have some information here from UNDO,
Okay.
a program run by the California Department of Public Health. They have a unique approach to tackling the issue of tobacco use.
Oh, yeah.
What's their angle?
Their mission is incredibly interesting.
Huh?
They're focused on undoing
The
damage caused by the tobacco industry.
Wow, that's ambitious.
It is.
So they're actively working to reduce the influence of big tobacco,
Yeah.
help people quit, and create healthier communities.
Yeah, particularly in California.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's like they're saying, we're not just going to accept the status quo.
Right.
We're going to fight for a tobacco-free future.
Exactly.
And they've already made significant progress.
They have.
California has been a leader in tobacco control,
Uh-huh.
and their efforts have led to millions of lives saved and a decrease in lung cancer rates.
It's really inspiring to see what's possible when we take action.
Absolutely. It shows that change is possible.
It does.
But let's be real, it's still a tough journey, right?
You're right. It's not easy.
Even with all these resources and strategies,
Yeah.
quitting is no walk in the park.
There will be challenges and moments when you question everything.
Right.
But that's where the why behind your decision becomes so important.
The why.
Yeah.
Tell me more about that.
It's about tapping into your deeper motivation.
Okay.
Why is quitting important to you?
Uh-huh.
What are the reasons that will fuel your fire and keep you going when those cravings hit hard?
Yeah.
It could be about improving your health,
Right.
being a role model for your kids, or simply proving to yourself that you have the strength to overcome this challenge.
You know, that's a really powerful point.
It is.
It's not just about the how-tos,
Yeah.
but about understanding the deeper reasons that drive us.
Exactly. And that brings us to an important question for you.
Okay, shoot.
What resonated with you most from all the information we have explored so far?
Honestly, what really struck me is that quitting smoking isn't just about physical health.
Uh-huh.
It's about reclaiming control,
Yeah.
building confidence, and sparking a ripple effect of positive change
Oh, I love that.
in your life and potentially even in your community.
Right. It's about so much more than just putting out a cigarette.
I love that perspective.
Yeah.
It's like you're not just quitting smoking, you're starting a whole new chapter.
That's true.
And who knows what incredible things you'll achieve
Right.
once you free yourself from nicotine's grip.
The possibilities are endless.
They are.
But you're right. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Okay.
One step at a time.
One step at a time. I mean, it's easy to get overwhelmed with all this information.
Right.
We've covered a lot of ground.
Yeah, it is like drinking from a fire hose.
Yeah.
So let's take a moment to zoom out.
Okay.
Create a simple, actionable roadmap. What are the key takeaways
Yeah.
you should remember as you embark on this quit smoking journey?
Absolutely. Here's the core message. Quitting smoking is a marathon, not a sprint.
Right?
And it's about finding what works for you.
I like that, finding your own path.
Yeah.
Not about being perfect right out of the gate.
Exactly. There will be challenges.
Yeah. And setbacks along the way, but the most important thing is to keep moving forward.
I love that. And remember, you're not in this alone.
You are not.
So let's do like a quick recap of those essential strategies
Okay.
to kind of help solidify your quit smoking game plan.
Sounds like a plan.
First and foremost, we need to acknowledge the sheer power of nicotine.
Yeah,
It's a serious addiction,
it is.
not just a habit you can break overnight.
No.
Understanding that from the get-go is crucial.
Absolutely. And that means being prepared
Oh, yeah.
for those pesky withdrawal symptoms.
They're going to happen.
They're bound to happen, but remember, they're temporary.
Right.
The UCSF Health Source had some great tips for riding out that wave.
Right, like staying busy, getting some exercise, or finding like little distractions to help you through those cravings.
Absolutely.
And don't be afraid to experiment.
Yeah.
Find what works best for you. Cold turkey might be your jam.
Yeah.
Or maybe a gradual reduction is more your speed.
Whatever helps you reach your goal.
Exactly. And if willpower alone isn't cutting it,
Right.
don't hesitate to explore those NRTs and the medications we talked about earlier.
Oh, yeah, those can be really helpful.
They can truly be game changers.
Yes.
When it comes to managing those physical cravings and withdrawal symptoms.
Absolutely. And let's not forget the power of a solid support system.
Oh my gosh. Yes, support is key.
Whether it's friends, family, a support group, or a quit line, reaching out for help is a sign of strength, not weakness.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
And now let's talk about triggers.
Okay.
Identifying yours is like having a secret weapon in this battle against nicotine.
It's all about taking back control, right?
Exactly.
Once you know what sets off those cravings, you can create those clever workarounds.
Yes.
Breaking the link, changing the scenery, substituting healthier habits.
Exactly. It's about being proactive and having a plan for those moments when your brain goes on autopilot.
Love it. Now, you mentioned something interesting earlier about the why behind quitting smoking.
Yes, the why.
Let's dive a little deeper into that.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we've talked about the strategies and the how-tos.
Right.
But the why is equally important.
Sure it is.
It's the fuel that keeps you going when things get tough.
Exactly. So tap into that deeper motivation.
Okay.
Why is this important to you?
Yeah.
What are the personal reasons that will keep you pushing forward when those cravings hit hard? Is it about improving your health?
Yeah.
Setting a positive example for your kids?
Right.
Having more energy to chase your passions?
Or maybe it's about proving to yourself that you have the strength and resilience to overcome a challenge and come out stronger on the other side.
It's like that advice from the Nemours Teens Health article.
Oh, yeah.
Write down all the reasons you want to quit.
Yeah.
Having that visual reminder can be incredibly powerful.
Totally.
Especially when you're tempted to light up.
Absolutely. It's about connecting with your core values, your bigger vision for your life, and letting that be your guiding light.
I love that. But let's shift gears for a moment and talk about something else.
Yeah.
The California Department of Public Health source brought up the impact of smoking on a larger scale.
Oh, this is where it gets interesting.
This is where it gets really interesting.
The ripple effects of smoking extend far beyond the individual.
They do.
Think about the environmental toll of cigarette butts, the strain on healthcare systems, and the impact on communities, especially those targeted by the tobacco industry's marketing tactics.
Absolutely. It's like a chain reaction.
It is.
And it's easy to forget about the bigger picture when you're focused on your own and personal struggle.
Yeah, that's why organizations like UNDO are so important.
They are.
Their work to undo the damage caused by the tobacco industry isn't just about helping individuals quit. It's about creating a healthier and more equitable world for everyone.
I love that.
It's about fighting for systemic change and advocating for policies that protect public health.
And it's amazing to see the progress they've made.
It is.
Millions of lives saved, lower lung cancer rates, smoke-free environments. It shows what's possible when we work together towards a common goal.
And it's a powerful reminder that quitting smoking is not just a personal victory. It's a contribution to a larger movement for a healthier and smoke-free future.
That's a really inspiring way to think about it.
So even though quitting might feel like an individual battle, it's actually part of something much bigger than ourselves.
Exactly. And that brings us to a crucial question for you.
Okay, hit me.
What impact do you want to have on the world?
What legacy do you want to leave behind? It really makes you think,
It does. It's about being part of something bigger.
Yeah.
A movement towards a healthier future. And who knows?
Right.
Your decision to quit could inspire someone else to take that first step.
Totally.
Towards a smoke-free life.
Now that's a legacy worth striving for.
It is.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, let's distill everything we've learned into a few key takeaways.
Right.
What are the most important things to remember?
Well, first and foremost, remember that you are absolutely capable of quitting smoking. It might be tough.
Yeah.
But it's not impossible.
Right.
You have a wealth of resources at your disposal.
We do.
Proven strategies, supportive communities, and even medications that can help manage those intense cravings.
And don't forget about the power of understanding your why.
The why, exactly.
Tap into those deep-seated reasons that drive your desire to quit.
Yes.
Whether it's for your health, your loved ones, or simply to reclaim control over your life. Let those reasons be your guiding light.
Absolutely. And remember, it's okay to ask for help.
Right.
Lean on your support system.
Yeah.
Reach out to professionals. And don't be afraid to try different approaches until you find what works best for you.
It's like we talked about earlier. Quitting smoking isn't about being perfect. It's about progress.
You got it.
It's about taking it one day at a time, celebrating those small victories, and never giving up on yourself.
Exactly. And as you navigate this journey, remember that you're not just quitting smoking, you're stepping into a world of possibilities.
I like that.
Imagine all the things you can do with increased energy, improved health.
Right.
And that newfound sense of freedom.
What adventures await you when you're no longer tethered to that pack of cigarettes?
I love that.
What dreams will you chase?
Yes.
What impact will you make?
Those are exciting questions to ponder.
They are.
And as you embark on this new chapter, we want you to know that we believe in you.
Oh.
You got this.
And remember, we're always here to cheer you on. Until next time, happy diving.
Happy diving.